to avoid the fiscal cliff, but there is some spending happening right in front of your eyes at a federal building here in Houston. Reporter Ted Oberg investigates the high-profile, high-rise government spending.
This is the federal building we're talking about on the south side of downtown, right on the edge of 45, or at least that's the way it's going to look when it's done, and you've paid millions. It hit me on the way to work.
It's 8:05, 45 degrees now.
Every morning I pass that building. Thousands of you do too. It's the Houston Federal Building, the place for passports and tax returns and congresswomen's offices. It struck me this week.
Today he meets with labor leaders to talk about the fiscal cliff.
That at the same time the president and congressional leaders are playing chicken on the razor-thin edge of the fiscal cliff, the feds are doing an awful lot of work on their own building.
I asked them, they just said it's a facelift.
This is no nip and tuck. All new windows, air conditioning, sustainable energy built in so it'll save money down the road. But it's not cheap. How many millions?
1.5. Yeah, I have no idea.
$86 million.
Wow. That's a lot of money. What?
Yes, $86 million of your dollars.
Damn, that's a lot of money.
All part of the stimulus, that nearly 4-year-old program designed to get Americans back to work in 2009.
$80 million, a lot of money, even for the federal government.
Houston area Congressman Ted Poe wishes the money wasn't being spent here. He voted against the stimulus in 2009, and despite the fact many of the contracts on this building went to Houston area companies, Poe continues to say the overall program didn't stimulate the economy, and now, facing the fiscal cliff, would love to have this money back.
The Congress and the administration need to talk about the obvious, that a lot of money is being spent that shouldn't be spent, but it's wasteful spending, no matter how much it is. And to me, this is just another example of that money that's a make-work project.
Just to put some of this spending in context, this is an $86 million renovation project. It'll take years to complete, and even if you could get that money back, it is minuscule and compared to the potential cuts the government is facing, some $55 billion next year if we go over the fiscal cliff. That's 640 projects the size of the Leland renovation. Ted Oberg, 13 Eyewitness News.
Police officers still recovering months after he was hit by a drunk driver. And still to come on Eyewitness News at 6. Learn what